Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Riverside Theater's Backstage Chat, a podcast where we get to talk to some of the great artisans who appear on our stages. Now, today we're talking about flowers and plants. No, not the gardening variety, but the blood-sucking ones. We're talking about Little Shop of Horrors, which opens the Riverside Theater's 25-26 season and plays on the Stark stage from October 16th through November 9th. Today I'm so honored to have Brian Golub with us, who is playing Seymour in our production, and Ruby Lewis, who's playing
Audrey.
That's yes, sweet. Ellen Green played her in the front.
Yes.
Audrey. And for those unfamiliar, well, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking your time off of your busy rehearsal schedule, doing it right before your day. So
Our pleasure.
We're still
hopefully
fresh.
Hopefully you'll have the energy to go on with it.
Yes.
But Brian has been here before. This is his third time. We're thrilled to have you back.
Happy to be back.
Ruby, this is your first time with us, so welcome to the family.
I feel the welcome. The welcome is warm.
and you'll feel the welcome not just with the people who work at Riverside, but once you get out into the community even more and get to go to the restaurants and the shops, and people get to know who you are because they'll see you on stage or maybe through this podcast, then you'll feel like kings and queens.
You already make us feel
Local
like
celebrity.
Oh.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Incredibly fun, campy, dark, but funny cult musical
Sci-fi.
that has been a sci-fi
beat
to it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping people know a little bit about the story. While the musical didn't come to fruition until 1982, it's still based on an earlier story.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who might not quite be aware of what the story is or what they'll be coming to see, can one of you sort of give us a little glimpse as to what will be on stage?
Sure. It's a cautionary tale. It's the story of some folks who have a very unsuccessful business in a very rough part of town, and they've gotten to the point where they're ready to shut business down, and everyone's just really struggling. Seymour finds a plant that he finds quite interesting, and he's quite the horticulturalist, so he's good at the plant thing, and this one particular plant garners a lot of attention, and eventually the shop is in big business, and money's rolling in, and he becomes a celebrity, and the girl is more interested in him, perhaps, and then there's this love story, and then there's a greedy boss, and eventually, greed might cost. It might cost some lives,
Mm-hmm.
and.
But it's interesting. You mentioned you live. These characters live in a world that's rather seedy. I mean, the first song is downtown Skid Row, and it's not a place you really want to be, and you wonder, how can this flower shop, it's a flower shop in this area, how can it succeed?
Correct.
And how could Seymour, working at the flower shop, and Audrey, working at the flower shop, not connect before this magical plant comes into their lives?
Yeah, I think there's a great storyline between us where, Seymour's this, not pathetic, but kind of like nerdy, just doing his job, kind of trying to get through, that has an affection for her, and she's kind of in her own world with her other boyfriend, and we have a friendship that develops throughout that time, but then she sees the light, if you will, and and realizes what Seymour can offer her, and they find a really beautiful connection, and it's fun because the story is gruesome and gory, but not in like a jump scare kind of show, and it's not disgusting. Like kids, everybody can love the show, and it has a really funny element to it. But then there's a beautiful love story with it, and a lot of comedy, and the music's incredible.
It's beautiful how both these characters start at opposite ends of the spectrum with regards to each other, and then at the end, they are together.
Yeah,
in essence.
and Seymour comes into himself, becomes all of a sudden he's the hero. He never was, and she becomes this beautiful moment for him. There's some growth with him. There's growth with her, It's
Well,
really
she
cool.
probably sees a change in him.
Mm-hmm.
This plant brings a change in your life. You
Sudden
become
changes around me. Yeah.
more empowered, more
Yeah.
sure of yourself, and you will, like you mentioned, be the hero at the
Yeah.
end. And she is attracted to that. Granted, she starts the show in a relationship that is not an attractive relationship.
Correct.
I would
She's
say.
stuck in an abusive relationship,
Yes.
we would say.
Mm-hmm.
Although, it's relatable to a lot of people, I would say, because it's like, when you don't know your own self-worth, you'll just kind of keep on taking the hits. So it's wonderful to play her coming into her own too, and maybe coming to realize that she is worth more than
And
she
possibly see in yourself what Seymour sees in you. That love is incredible.
Yeah.
Now, it is a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Menken, Howard Ashman created this music. It opened in 1982 off Broadway, and it ran for 5 years off Broadway. It was a big hit, won a ton of awards. Currently, there is a production off Broadway.
Which I think just hit its 5th year as well, I think. Or 6th year.
So
That's right.
6th year. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
incredible.
exceeded the
A
longest.
testament to this show. And of course, after the musical, they made a movie of it with Rick Moranis and Alan Green.
In like 1984, I think?
86.
86? But there was the original like 1960 something
Correct.
movie that wasn't a musical version
Well,
of it.
I'm sure you know, but let me just share a little something that I realized. It really started with a story by H.G. Wells in 1894. The story was called The Flowering of the Strange Orchid. And from there, a couple of authors added the dark comedy and then added the sci-fi aspect. And then Roger Corman, the B-film director, producer of the 50s and 60s, took that and made Little Shop of Horrors, not the musical version, just a regular non-musical version, and it starred Jack Nicholson. And they made that movie on a shoestring for $30,000.
Wow.
And it became a cult classic, of which Menken and Ashman took the inspiration to write the musical. So it's full of incredible music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there, and there's songs, once you hear them, they stick with you. They're sort of earworms throughout. Is there a specific song that really sticks out to you, whether you sing it or someone else sings it?
I mean, the big song Suddenly Seymour, of course, everybody knows Suddenly Seymour. The duet that we get to have. It's when I've done this role before, 7 or 8 years ago in Phoenix, Arizona, and the music would start, dun, dun, and you see people in the audience go, and then people would be singing along, and I'd be like, this is my job, not your job, but like people love it. That song, people love. I mean, the music, I can let you answer that in a second if you don't mind going on. The music is, I mean, that team is Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and Newsies. I mean, Menken wrote so many amazing hits. He knows how to write a song. And what in theater we call I want songs, like the big song, like what, the character goes forward, what do they need? He writes the perfect, I mean, there's so many moments in that show. Somewhere That's Green, her song.
Beautiful.
Oh, go ahead, you can talk on that, because
So
I know I'm
beautiful.
sure that's a song, yeah.
Well, I mean, I love singing my songs, our duet, and but I'm such a sucker for 3-part harmony.
Yeah.
So the girls who are
Oh, yeah.
And they're incredible, too.
oh my gosh, it's just like the throwback 1960 girl group sound, and these ladies that we
Bree and Harper and Grace Ellis and Malika.
and Malika, we are so blessed to have. I mean, it is like they've been singing together for their whole lives.
Yeah.
It's really magical, and I think it's going to leave quite an impression on people.
An
And we should have a
incredible-
cast album. I don't know if we have enough time to throw
Truly.
one together.
Incredible cast that we have.
Yeah, Nicholas Ward and Alan Rickman and Adam Laseo and Clint Bromsko is playing the. I mean, it's it's such a good cast, and I don't say that because we're in it. Like this, it really is like, whoa! You just come to work, everyone's on their game. It's so much fun. Everyone is so good. The audience doesn't know
And
what's
it's
coming.
directed
Better
by
than
one of our
Broadway.
Yeah,
favorites.
DJ Salisbury. Yeah.
He's so well known. This is his 23rd production at
23rd.
Riverside over
Wow.
25 years.
Wow.
So our audiences know him. They know what he can do, and so they're expecting. It's almost like we know what you can do, so we know what to expect. Something really grand will happen on stage. So we're very excited. Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you. Oh, he catches everything. I mean, we were saying, like, it's so fun to work with a director who gives you a little suggestion, and you play with it, and you're like, I don't know if I would have thought of that, but I'm so glad that I am having the opportunity to workshop it and find the comedy or find just a little nuance in something that that we get to just play on our feet. We get to.
Have you ever done the show before? Really?
I've never done the show, no.
And she should have done it 84 times. She's perfect for it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's been a bucket list.
Now, just talking what she was taking with DJ, making little adjustments here and there. You said you've done it before. Are you finding new elements to your character?
Yeah, definitely.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's the tricky part is to not do what you 100% did the last time, but you've lived it and you've figured it out. But then to be open to where the director says, "Oh no, try saying it this way," or maybe I see it this way, and you go, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay," and then you can hopefully be able to figure it out with her, and it's fun playing. She hasn't done before, so I'm taking things that she's giving me, things that I've never had before, where I'm like, oh, and that's throwing me into a different thing too, which is also healthy and good for me as a performer. And I think I'm the only one in the cast that's done the show. Oh no, Nicholas has done it 4 times. Sorry, Nicholas, he's done it 4 times. This is his 4th time, and he's the voice of the plant. Oh my, this voice. But like even he and I had a conversation because he's like, I've done it this many times and you've done it before, but we're starting a new conversation. Sure. So he doesn't want to stick with what he's done because I'm going to say things differently. So it's such a tennis match, you know? It's so fun.
It's wonderful to see the collaboration happening. And let's try this, let's try that. It's a game, but a game with everyone trying to get to the best result. And who benefits if it's not the audience. And of course, the audience reaction will give back to you the energy that you need to continue on. I'm so excited. Now, Little Shop of Horrors, great music, fun storyline, but we need to talk about their puppets in the show. And this is probably, now we have Avenue Q, we have all these other shows that have puppets in it, but this is probably one of the first, if not the first, to really incorporate puppets into a production. So, have you seen the puppets?
Oh, yes. We've been playing with the puppets. We've seen the puppets. Clint's body's already feeling the puppets because he's in it, doing all the movements. It's so fun. Yeah, so he's done puppeteering with Avenue Q and some other shows as well, and Sven in Frozen. So he knows what he's doing with it, and he's sitting in this plant on a chair with like his arms in and moving things. And his challenge is trying to match up or at least give the emotion of what Nicholas is doing. But it's fun for me because I'm singing at a plant and I'm talking to the plant, but Nicholas is in the rehearsals over here, so sometimes I'll be watching Nicholas so we can actually have an actor moment because I'm talking, so we can figure it out. But being able to play with the plant and talk to the plant is just a cool, and it's enormous.
It's
big.
Yeah, I think people in the audience will be really impressed as how big Audrey really gets.
Yeah, we haven't played with the biggest one yet, but
it's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
And she gets to
in it.
Yes.
It's swallowed by it. So it's
and the theater production is a little different than the movie. The movie had a happier ending than the play, the musical, and I think
maybe we won't give it away.
I heard someone say, "Well, it's not as scary, even though something happens to everyone, because the actors come back out and take their bows. So it's not like, oh, did it really happen?" Where in the movie, I believe people were concerned that it was too dark and they couldn't see you come back out, in essence.
Right.
So that's quite fun. So let's just go a little further back. What got you started? How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as a career? Was there a specific moment that says, this is it, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
I think mine, I grew up doing theater. My first professional gig, I got paid I think $300 a week, was playing Brigida in The Sound of Music. I was 12.
Oh, wow.
And so I had the bug, but then, it was kind of a hobby. It wasn't until college where I was thinking I was going to go into photojournalism. But then I was in the theaters, of course, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna go for it. And so when I graduated, I got my degree in musical theater, and I've been doing it ever since. And like, I just really can't. Some years, COVID was a good example. I'm like, what else could I do with my life, or and I just feel like I'm meant to do this. I feel like I'm most fulfilled when I am doing it. It's become my entire community, and I just identify as an artist. So we're going to keep on keeping on, and it's something I can still be doing this when I'm 99. So
that's awesome. Now you're going to be a photojournalist, so you must have an eye for the look and for something that stands out.
Yes.
Do you kind of use that in your performances?
Maybe so. I think so. Now when we're creating our own content, it feels like it's kind of natural for me to, I can do things for myself to promote myself and use that kind of eye for that. It comes in handy. But I mean, being in front of a live audience to me is better than being behind a camera.
Awesome.
So.
Immediate reaction. Immediate reaction.
Yes.
Brian?
I mean, that's part of the appeal to our career, I think. Same as the immediate action, the applause. Who doesn't like to go to work and get applauded, right? I wish everybody could come in and be like, "Hey, good job, principal or a lawyer, whoever you are." But yeah, when I started off as a child actor doing. My dad was a singer and actor. My sisters all sang. My sister played piano. She was a dancer. All those kind of things. So it was kind of in my family, and I'm the only one that did it professionally. But I did it in school, in elementary school, and then my first professional show was Oliver, and at the Phoenix Theater when I was 10 years old, and that's where I ended up coming back to do Little Shop of Horrors 7 years ago. So it was full. I've done 3 shows back there then, but I went back and I was like, this is the same green room. This feels weird. I was 10 years old. We got a gas stipend for like $50 for my mom to drive, and we didn't get paid. And I was playing Oliver. We didn't get paid. They've changed their ways now.
Please, can I
yes, please have some more. But again, it's just such a that's like just the bug that bites you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stay with this thing, and I love doing it. And I went to school for opera, vocal performance, and moved to New York, and have been there for 27 years, and I've loved doing it. I mean, there's moments, of course, that we're like, this is so crazy, this is such a hard career, what are we doing? But then yesterday we were going over our lines in rehearsal space. We were just looking, and I looked at our script, and I said, isn't this we have the weirdest job, like the coolest job, but we're like looking at a paper, memorizing words to go play make-believe on stage and get paid for that, and have people come watch and applaud us, and it's such a wild job, but it's so fun. And the community that we get to be, like, we met in 2011 doing different shows at the same theater, but I was coming in, she was the last week, so we crossed over, and we connected, and we liked each other, and we're like, this is cool, this is fun. And then we did a concert together in 2020 in California, but we had never really worked. We just sang different songs, and then so this time we found out with your email about this stuff, the Ruby. I was like, Ruby, we're doing the show together, and we were so excited. So then our communities we've known each other for 14 years, but we finally get a chance to like work opposite, and that's the best part about this community. And theater is huge, but it's such a tight knit. I know Nicholas for 20 years, but we've never worked together either.
Amazing.
So it's just so beautiful to like bring people together where you're finally like, we're friends. And we get to work together. It's
How amazing is that?
Yeah.
How amazing is that? And we're talking Little Shop of Horrors that plays Riverside Theater from October 16th through November 9th. Is there something that you want the audiences to feel once they've seen the show, as they're going home, other than singing the songs in their head? Is there something that you want them to be thinking about or feeling?
I think the word that keeps coming to me is just delight. It's a scrumptious show. It's something that you can the rest of the world's going to fade away for the time that you're in that theater, and you're going to leave just elevated by the laughter of it and how clever it is, and and the music and the heart of it. And I mean, the laughter, people are going to laugh a lot. So I just think that people are going to leave feeling a great deal of joy, and I think wonderful. That's what the world needs now.
Absolutely.
And that poster, when I was coming in today for this, I saw outside, it says "Succumb to the Fun," and I was like, well, this is exactly what you want. Like, it's just pure fun. Of course, there's hope to it too, because there's like, oh, the guy, he becomes the hero, and look at this guy, and there's a love story, and there's some like well, maybe I could do something cool, even though it's a wild, weird story. It's such a weird idea, but it's pure fun, and I think you can't leave the show without. And this is not just us saying it to be like, come see the show. You really just cannot come see the show without feeling joy from it. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. I encourage everyone, if you don't have your tickets, please get your tickets. It's a night you will not forget at the theater, and we're so grateful.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time, and break a leg.
Thank you.
As they say in theater business. And I also want to thank Riverside Theater's executive producer and CEO John Moses and artistic director Alan Cornell for their leadership and vision. And of course, you, our audience, for listening. Until next time, I'm Oscar Sales.